Listen, man, it's Trapp Glizzy SC on IG. Shout out to Steven the Dream. We up here in Charlotte with the Dome.
Welcome to the experience. I'm your host, Steven the Dream, voice of the Carolinas, and this is This, That, and the Third interview series. Want to give a huge shout out to Creative Eye Visuals, TZ LaFleur, TZ Da Vinci, behind the scenes, behind the camera. 2021, I'm doing nothing but bringing y'all the best one-on-one interviews with not just your favorite artists, your favorite entertainers. We're doing it big this year, all 2021, and I bring y'all always with me, South Carolina. Everywhere I go, I say that I don't do nothing without South Carolina involved. And right now, I got somebody coming to y'all. Orangeburg is in the motherfucking building, to be exact. My man, Trapp Glizzy, in here, just dropped this project not too long ago. What was it? From Broke to Benji's.
Yeah, about 2 months
Got a
ago.
new project on the way out here working on.
So, Young Rich Poor.
Okay, Trapp Glizzy, man, how you doing?
I'm Gucci, man. Everything lovely with me.
It's 2021. We barely, 2 weeks in, and I've been seeing you everywhere, all through the city of Charlotte, especially doing interviews, dropping music. Like, what's been the motivation for the start of the year? Cause you hitting it strong, I see.
We just trying to keep our scribe. We started with a scribe with long legs, so we gonna keep running. We coming up, people gonna pass out like 10,000 posters probably in the next week and a half. They're gonna be Young Rich Porter posters and Broke the Benji posters, letting y'all know that we got something coming. We might come out and pass out our, we got a song coming called On God.
Okay.
We gonna put the On God posters out. We already got the vision. Shout out to my boy Reek. Reek Poppin', he makes all my posters, make all my flyers. Shout out to my boy, he on IG, you can catch him. And he work with your budget, so he probably the best thing smoking when you kind of putting something together with just the image.
So 2021, we hitting that footwork again. We getting out there to the
Yeah,
people.
we footwork, we networking, but I feel like shit, people had slept on footwork. So, I'm gonna always footwork, cause hand to hand made me, so.
That's where it started. Ain't it?
Yeah, so.
Let's do something, man. On this, that, and the third, we like to take them, back a little bit. Let's go to the origins. Tell me what Orangeburg like. What's that area code for the folks that don't know?
803, and it's tatted on me.
803.
We got a couple people from that little area. I mean, but that's even Columbia period. But Orangeburg, the parts I'm from, it's 29115. Shout out to the 3. Shout out to the Hill.
Yes,
Shout out to the Reds. Shout out to Orangeburg Permanent. You feel me? That's my city. Regardless if they love me or hate me, they ain't gonna have no choice but to love me soon.
Take me through Orangeburg. I'm riding through. Give me the spots that if I'm really from there, I know about. What is the gas station right here? The spot where we go eat at. The trap. They ain't got to be too specific. But
yeah, I mean,
give me some Orangeburg.
I put like this. Orangeburg is real life the brick, so you really don't have much. I say if I'm in the bird, like if I had to be, I moved out the bird. But if I was to have to be down there and eat, just say if it's a fast day, if it's a fast day, I'm moving around. I would hit the little spot on the top of my block, on the top of Stilton Road. It's a little white and navy blue building. Magnolia Seafood. I'll pull up on them. I'll probably get like some chicken wings or something.
They got the trap special in there yet?
Yeah, you feel. Well, I ain't gonna say no trap special, but
Okay.
I don't eat pork, so I don't eat a lot of food. I'm allergic to shrimp, so I
Why you
don't
don't eat pork?
It's
Religion
just,
reasons? Or?
Nah, it's just like wisdom reasons. Like for me to be here a couple years longer than the next man. Long story short, I ain't fucking with the pork. But history too. You can look at your history on pork. Pork came from white man. They get the slaves the
Worst
ends,
part of
the worst part. So they end up eating pork, but they in the house eating the birds and the fishes,
fresh fillet cuts and all that,
and shrimp and all that. So long story short, I don't really mess with the pork.
So in the bird, what was your growing up life like? You got siblings?
Yeah, I got
2-parent household, single parent. What was it like?
Single parent. But I did have 2 parents up till I was probably like 11, and my mom Dukes and my pops had whatever problem they had.
Okay.
I got 2 brothers, 2 sisters. My older brother almost got 10 kids. You could say 10 kids.
He got whoa, wait.
You could say he got like
Your
10
older
kids.
brother got 10.
Yeah, I think
kids.
it's like to be exact, he might be at like 9. It might be like 9 or something like that. But
Bro, ain't stop. Ain't no
nah,
stopping
but
him.
and shout out to them trap stars. Cause even if they ain't watching, they always around me. Just like you a trap star in your own means
I
because
heard
you
about
get
Trap
what.
Star. You say that's the folks that's been coming up with you for a while, and
Yeah,
y'all about to
yeah,
get
yeah.
everything all the
Well,
way.
I ain't
But
gonna say we. I'm doing it, but I bring we as a team because it's no I ain't anything. You
mhm,
know, you ain't gonna get nowhere. Even the dude that's around me, I place them as trap stars because they be there.
for
So
sure.
even in your own mind, you might be a trap star with the beats. You might be a trap star with the clothes. You might be a trap star with selling anything in your
Trap
own
Star
means.
need
Yeah, you a
interviews
trap
right
star. You
here.
a trap star with interviews.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't look at trap stars like people have it promoted just to the streets. It's not to the streets. A single woman can be a trap star because she take care of her
Mm.
means, her child or whatever. So that's why with the clothes we gonna come out harder with the trap star gear. I should have wore it here, but we got
You
trap
got
star
that
gear.
shit on though. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
all.
we
Let me
good.
ask you this, Trap. What's your definition of? Cause I can hear you start to go into it, but you Trap Glizzy. But what do trap mean to you? Like, what is it? What is trap? Cause I know it mean everything, something different to everybody. So,
Trap is to prosper. I feel like that they always put means out take risks to something to prosper, but I
mm,
feel like trap is just to you to get out your own means to make whatever's necessary for to do whatever you gotta do. I ain't I feel like this on a interview I would say I'm not even trapping no more. But
yeah, we didn't.
when we was trapping, that's what it took for to make ends meet. That's what it took to put food in the refrigerator. That's what it took to get the beats that we got. That's what it took to
Yeah,
even get gas in the car to come here. Because a
fact.
lot of times you can work a 9 to 5, but can't get a 9 to 5. Even if you got a 9 to 5, that
That's your
shit,
trap.
yeah, that's your trap. That's why I took it out my mouth.
Yeah.
So,
Big facts, man. Take me back then. Was
yeah.
it always Trap Glizzy? Like when you was young, was like who influenced you to jump in it? Was it what were you rapping at a young age? Was it Big Bruh? Was it
No, no, none of the OGs around me really was rapping. I just was influenced by my surroundings. Everybody in my surroundings was. It's no facade for where I come from. If you in Orangeburg, like I said, taking you back to ride through the block before
yeah
you hit the inside, before you hit one block to the other block, you gonna see J's. And when I say J's, I ain't talking about sneakers. I'm talking about
the
junkie.
J's?
You feel
Yeah,
me? So it's like you are your environment, but you're not entitled to what your environment does. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know people in that same environment that made out that's rich. I know people that's doctors. I know people that's lawyers. But long story short, on burgers, like I said, it's a bucket of crabs. You get what you get. It's up to you for the scribe out of that situation.
yeah.
Long story short, it's very hard to make it out of Unbury. So my first opportunity, I moved.
You got
But growing up around there, I played football for 7 years, so it grew me dedication. It grew me dedication to doing anything that I did because you got to go to practice for the score. You got to stay in the books for the score. So it's like the rap game. You got to stay in the studio for the score.
for
You got to
sure.
stay connected for the score. I got to connect with you for the score. You know.
Take me back to that field now. What was Trap Glizzy like on that field?
Yeah, I'm a monster. You can
What position? Where we at with
I
it?
play outside linebacker.
You were not here
No, I
playing
play
no
outside
line.
linebacker. I play spur. You can go look me up. I play spur. You can ask
Okay.
anybody. I wish some of my teammates could tap in, but they doing other things. And like, but long story short, I did.
They know.
Yeah, I played about seven years straight. That was really my profession, but I had a child, so it's like coming from a family like my older brother hustle, my father hustle, my
Yeah.
uncle hustle. Like I can go down the line. My cousin hustle. My mom hustle. I don't. My mom left me at the jet, but one thing I can say about my mom, she was a con artist, so she could
Mm.
talk you out of something that you probably thought was nothing, and she take it and flip it. So it's just
Wow.
like I come from hustler, so it gave me the gift of gab and the gift to do whatever it takes.
Knowing that you got that Trap Glizzy with us again, this, that, and the third interview series, knowing that you got them skills and that was something that probably came easy to you, because it was natural. Like you said, your life changed when you had a child.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a blessing, but at the same time, it don't come without struggles. I'm sure.
Yeah,
What
facts,
what was
facts,
some
facts.
things you maybe had to like Like, did you stop the sport, stop doing a lot of things you thought you was doing when that happened? Because you had to
Facts.
be a man, step up.
Sports don't give you U.S. currency until you sign. So
It take what, about 14 years of your life to get to that. Well, longer than that, really. 14 years of playing something.
I couldn't really stick with it, but I had a daughter, and I love my daughter to the death. Shout out to TT. I'm about to put TT. I'm about to have her in modeling. Her real name is Talia. I'm about to have her in modeling. I'm about to have her in all type of stuff. A lot of my video shoots, I'm about to have her playing a role. Most of my, shout out to all my cameramen, all my new videos this year. They're gonna be movies. We ain't doing no regular movies. Shout out to Reek the director. He just shot the last one. We coming like Scarface on that one. But we working. We just working. We working.
Try. Let me ask you something. We was talking a little bit before, and actually, what I want to do, I want to go to your visual, because you led me right into it. New visuals on the way, new albums on the way. Talk about what Young Rich Porter is and what we can expect from.
We got Young Rich Porter from the movie. What's the
Paid in Full.
Yeah. We redoing the Paid in Full. We're gonna have a couple of videos from the Young Rich Porter that's gonna be the reenactment of Paid in Full. So that was my thing.
Who you playing?
I'm playing the Don himself. You know shit. I don't know if I want to play I don't know the names. I don't know if I want to be sleazy and shiesty and try to cut the plug up and y'all see me die. You feel me? I don't know if I want to be the Don and I stay around for longevity and I helped out my people, but they did me dirty. But at the end, I came out successful. So it's all about how we see the roles with my cameraman. But we real life working. We real life working. We getting calls every day. Calls from people that we wouldn't expect.
Dope. Let's do this. Let's get into the visual for it. Then when I come back, I kind of want to talk to the people about a little bit more of the music. I want to talk to them about some stuff that you done gone through in life, you know, some life experiences. And we got to talk about, you know, this new music that's coming out of South Carolina and these producers that's coming out. I see you working with some hot artists, Hot Girl Jade we'll talk about. Mo we'll talk about as well. But go ahead and introduce the visual for them.
But it's Young Rich Porter intro, new project coming out, man. We just stepping, but in Alexander McQueen, ain't nothing gonna change but a $sign and the ringtone, cause you might be listening to me on your cell phone. But we really just trying to change the currency. Like he said though, but the boy from the bottom, we coming from Orangeburg, South Carolina, and like I was taking him through it, you ain't really got much to go through, but the bricks, you're going to see Jay, you're going to see Junkies. Don't get it twisted, we have good sides and bad sides, but every city like that, but it's not too much you can really offer yourself. No arcades in Orangeburg, no movie theaters in Orangeburg, no swimming pools in Orangeburg, it's no public nothing that a child could do. So we trying to shake something out of nothing.
Let's get it then.
I feel like Fuji coming out the bricks.
YRP intro. Trapp Glizzy.
Yeah, man.
This, that, and the third. We'll be right back.
Young Rich Porter. Trapp Glizzy, man. Four rings in the trap, bitch, yeah, and I ain't even in the Audi. So many sacks in the hood, yeah. I'm getting respect like I'm clowning. You niggas soft, get you wet. Watch them melt like some Downy. 11th grade, yeah, had them bows coming, so much money I couldn't count it. Trap start by 12th grade, yeah. Hot place of Cali orders. Hot off the porch, real young. Started off with the ounces. With them zips, ounces of the strong. Now I'm foot running by field. Might cash out on some new shit, depending on how I feel. You say you got gas, keep runs, but I don't think his bag's real. I'm on a Delta flight out of state right now, I'm about to bring them runs back for real. He say he got plug ship packs, but I don't think he a trapper for real. Fuck a deal, why these gas both bring an M to the rim. 23 Michael Jordan J jumping out the gym. They say flexed up, they say he next up, he ain't him. Beat the block hard, big shack shit, break the rim. Say the gas bag, they ain't him. You know what, fuck 12, fuck them. I get a raps in the soul, this for the snatch a nigga soul. I get you gone like a backpack, I get you sold. Came a long way from the bitch, now I'm at the goal. Every pack come through, get sold. Once the bag bust, then it's gone. 2 iPhones and a flip, they calling my phone. Every day I'm moving these zones. Big bags, yeah, do the loan. Know they mad that I ain't came back home. Still in the trap, cause I ran the shit up a flip phone. 448s, no pirates. Young Rich Porter shit, man. 5 more man be coming like Paid in Full, this shit back to back. Lizzy bitch. Now we coming. That broke the binge and shit, man. Run through a 448, no pirates.
Glizzy, man.
Back in the building, this, that, and the third interview series. Trapp Glizzy is in the building. YRP intro, y'all just checked the video.
Yes,
my boy Trapp, let me ask you, man, what the gas like in South Carolina, man? You know, I'm from the city. What you know what I'm saying? Is it hitting? Is we doing something down here?
You smoke?
You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the places to beat it, I can't smoke. You know,
the big gonna talk for itself.
Yeah, that's what it is.
we blowing gas bag 93, man. I'm talking about like Jetson made it. That big gonna hit like a Jetson made it.
That shit, Jetson made it. Okay, I got some questions for you. You dropped a project 2 years ago. I think you dropped a project 4 years ago, the one I'm talking about now. But
we got 5 projects out.
You gotta be a big movie guy, because you got a track called Taraji P. You got another track called Booby Miles. Oh, there go that gas working for it right there.
That bitch got my eye tear.
Is Trapp Glizzy a big movie fan? Cause you know, you said in Taraji P, you make that bitch sing like Taraji P. Then you come with the Booby Miles joint on your last tape. What's going on there? Is it a?
Yeah, we shooting clips. We ain't shooting no movies, but them clips about long as the movie scene.
Okay.
Where we come from, like I said, the bottom. But I ain't really used to watch too much movies. My father did, so
Okay.
like I always catch from my father, like Rambo. I even used to watch TV Land. It's so crazy. Like
TV Land.
Yeah, I can tell you about.
No, Trapp Glizzy would sit there watching TV.
But now, I'm telling you, I'm on it all, bro. Clint Eastwood, I'm on them all.
Ash used to come on that shit, boy.
Yeah, I used to fuck with it, man. Fred Sounds, man. I used to watch all that. That's probably how people be thinking I'm older than what I is. I don't never put my age out on social media or whatnot.
That's okay. But, I got my industry age too.
Yeah, they always give me an old soul. That's all.
Hey, I think what it is, man, I think everybody be having South Carolina niggas fucked up, bro. We just a different type of... Like, people think we some country.
They think we country and we dumb. I
but
swear
just
to
sitting
God.
up here talking to you, like, you know, we just talking about... We can shoot the shit on some country shit where niggas like, what the fuck y'all say? But at the same time, we can sit up here and have a conversation and make you think, God damn.
I have a conversation with you where you ask me, what is that every question I talk to you. Because it's business orchestrated with me. I come from businessmen, regardless if they were hustling, if they were building something or taking your motor out, they taught me business. So I got shout out to all my uncles that really was hustlers. Shout out to Spig, free Uncle Slim.
Yeah.
You feel me? Free Big Spig, Steve. I got a lot of people that was around me. Rest in peace, my uncle brother. Rest in peace, my uncle Sammy. And always shout out to my father. I wouldn't be nobody without my father. I was read by a single man that was full of wisdom. I read books when y'all was shooting. But,
you was in the...
Yeah, but they wouldn't think a young man with dread look like they was gonna be smarter than their daughter.
Boy,
Not their child. Not their little boy. I might be smarter than your daughter.
Yeah.
That's
scam.
It's very different.
It's scary. It's a scary world out there for when people see that and then they hear that and then it match, or it don't match from what they're thinking. So
I just, everybody got their own perseverance of everybody.
Yeah, you spoke on like your uncles. I know you was we was talking a little bit before, a little off camera about just some things you might have seen coming up and you've been through. Like, just take us through maybe some stories you might have been through coming up.
I probably I'd have been shot at, I'd have been a shooter, but long story short, coming up at G, I lost my uncle Sam. Well, my uncle Sam shot one of my cousins. I probably said uncle. I ain't want to say their name, but uncle shot a nephew, family. So where I come from, like, it seems like sometimes the dollar got there gonna go over your life. That dollar gonna cost you your life. Yeah, but I my first cousin died of my arm at a G. I was the first person there to put something over his blood. At the age that I was, 11, 12, a lot of young niggas ain't never seen death. So it just showed me life was more serious than what you think it is. So at the age that I am, I take everything very serious, regardless if it's violent or non-violent, if it's money or not dealing with money, if it's business or not dealing with business. If you tell me something, I won't take that a little serious than the average person that's my age.
Yeah. Cause you,
Facts.
like you said, you literally.
Yeah, and that's why I said
Seen
we live it. That's why I said we kind of live it. So it's like I ain't really coming over stock. Cause I done felt led. I done had people feeling led, but I done felt one bled.
Right,
So
literally.
it's a very different ball game when you playing with that life. So
Have you spoke on any of that in your music any at all? Or
yeah,
any songs that people
you ain't
go
got to
to?
know. I got 5 mixtapes out. You can go listen to my music and know my whole life because there's no facade with my music. I'm not spitting about Lambos, not spitting about Maseratis, not spitting about Rolls Royce. We spitting about what we been through, living and reenacted.
I want to ask you, locking in on the music, I hear you somebody that gotta appreciate quality because I Mix Nation on damn near, everything that I've been hearing coming out. Is that something that,
Yeah.
is that something that you tap? Because I think you might have tapped in early. I was checking some of the old tapes, sound like you was working with I Mix, you know what I'm saying? What's the relationship with him?
That's my dog, man. Shout out to I meet like a best friend. I moved to Columbia. That was somebody I built a relationship. We real close. That's real life, like my dog. I'd have been on West Side with him. I'd have been out of the state with him. You feel me? But shout out to I Mix, and ain't gonna get no better than him if he went South Carolina.
I Mix Nation definitely. I tell niggas all the time. If you want to know the cheat code to assuring that I'm gonna listen to your track, make sure I Mix Nation up front of that. I'm gonna listen to it all the way through.
Damn,
I'm gonna listen to it.
that stamp, man. You ain't kick shit with I Mix, and you ain't kick shit at all. You ain't pop.
Talk about 2021, what it's gonna be like for you, because I heard you speak in another interview. You like, we getting all the business together. We investing in the right thing.
Yeah,
Talk to me about what your projections is moving forward in these next couple months.
Well, for starters, we legitimized everything this year. Broke the Bench is one of the first legitimized tapes that we put out.
Nice.
So y'all record this next. We're gonna drop On God. Shout out to Lucky Luciano, my boy the GOAT with the beat that he made. Shout out to Guap made it on the beat.
What Guap made it? Guap made it in here, ain't he?
Yeah, man. Tell my boy come hit the dope. Tell my boy come hit the dope. And he
Come hit the dojo real quick.
He always come from Florida.
What's good with you, big dog?
My boy never had a step, man. Shout out to Guap made it, man. You feel me? Come get a beat. Ain't even text you, but we might text you if you come out your text bracket. Don't come out your mouth on the side.
It's gonna be text on that soon, ain't it? Yeah, for shit show. So in terms of just visuals, production, everything legitimized. With the new tape, like what are you expecting it to do though? Like is it an EP? Is it a full project?
Nah, it's a full project.
Okay.
It's doing good right now. We still putting money behind it. We still putting promotion behind it. Don't sleep on it. We got a couple stars on it. Go check it out. We got Blue Mile, Flight Risk, If-I. Shout out to my boy Paris. It's a song on there called My Out of State Chick. Paris is no longer with us.
Okay.
Paris, rest in peace at the same studio that I still recorded. Shout out to I Mix Nation, everybody making it through their situation.
Right.
And love to his family. But we going dumb. Those are some of the hot songs on it. But I feel like that music, one thing I can say about that music to the fans, that music was 2 years old. The music that the music that we would be dropping on Young Rich Porter would be current music to this shit, to what I'm keeping shit like. So I feel like we build with our brand. We ain't be putting out too much because we put out too much at first and didn't progress as much as I want. So now we're gonna give them the progression through the steps because they can hear better.
As you should.
We kicking shit like Johnny Chain. What Jackie Chain?
Jackie Chain.
I say Johnny Chain.
The ice hitting like Johnny Dang.
I'm so ready to go to Johnny Dang.
Hey, he got.
I'm telling you, that be on my mind. But we ain't spend too much with Johnny Dang. I might give you a place to stay after a while.
Might put Johnny over the new building. Huh?
I'll tell you, man. We really grinding though. And shout out to Steve the Dream with the Out the Mud. He brought that shit to Columbia.
Oh yeah, we was in South Carolina with it, man.
Yes sir. Make sure y'all see us on the new one.
We in Atlanta. We going to Atlanta in a few weeks with it, man. So looking forward to that. Hopefully we can get you on the bill. Before I get you out of here, tell me what a Trapp Glizzy show like.
Right now, I did over 10 shows, but we hadn't did a show last year because all that Corona stuff. We probably did. I think we did 2 shows last year, if I'm not mistaken. But the biggest last year I had was for my homecoming in my city. We opened up in South Carolina. We had Miss. We went to the strip club after that. Opened up again. Trapp Glizzy show is just gonna be a lot of trap stars. Gonna be a lot of bottle popping and a lot of doja. We smoking out the bag and we ain't smoking out the zip.
What's your thoughts on South Carolina artists? Because I mean, just in the last year, like we heard PG Rock get on, Lil Mexico, like the Black Zats, of course.
Hey, shout out to PG, shout out to Lil Mexico. We want to do a song with you, Mexico.
Oh,
That's
let's
so
do
crazy.
that. Tap in.
We want to do a song with you, Mexico. Shout out to Scully. I'm fucking
Scully,
with Scully.
definitely. Scully,
I want to do a
Kels.
song with you, Scully. My manager.
Kels, tap in. Come on.
We're gonna be tapping in with Scully vibes. Scully come with everything that righteous, that's real, so they know for sure.
But I see you working with Hot Girl Jade. She dope.
Shout out to Hot Girl Jade. Shout out to her manager, Colon.
Yeah,
Shout out to her. I want to do more business with you, Cole. You feel me? Because I feel like you're very business structured. Young lady, but not even young lady. You're a very structured woman. I want to do more business with you, no matter what we gotta pay. So.
Well, Trapp, I'm glad that you out here really working, bro. Shout out to your management and your team as well
TJ.
for really putting everything together. Cause she, I like to see artists moving around and that's not afraid to leave their state. And that's really our issue in South Carolina. I tell everybody, people come to our state and come get a bag. You know how many times the Migos, Boosie, Jeezy came through, Gucci and picked up a bag and probably ain't never did, we ain't never heard a South Carolina artist come out of it from doing something with it, So the fact that now y'all saying, yo, let me go attack the city up here, let me move around in a couple other places, bro. I commend you, keep doing it, keep working your move, and it's gonna pop for you, man. YRP on the way.
Features $3 right now, man. Come
$3 features?
Yeah.
Stop. Come on, bro.
Yeah. We were doing 500, but I told my manager for this year we want to tap in with whoever got the money, they got the budget. Even if they ain't got $300, consider
come on, man.
Budget. But we gonna run all features, and they're gonna be made by people that's probably gonna blow some of these beats. And all I'm gonna do is stand on my name. Yeah, we're gonna run the features. If $5 get you a feature with a video, $700 get you promo behind. I'm posting you, and you might chill with me for a day smoking out the bag.
Hey, and when them prices go up, we're going to go ahead and cut this part of the interview out so you niggas don't come back and try to get the deal. You could have got it when they got there.
All I'm gonna say, shit,
okay?
between in the last 24 hours, I've been getting calls, so shit, that probably might go up before they know.
Oh, shit.
That probably go up. Don't call if you ain't been tapping in.
There it is, man. Trapp Glizzy, we appreciate you. Let them know where they can find you one more time.
Hey, Trapp Glizzy, Glizzy, SC, South Carolina shit on IG. I'm on all platforms. You can Google the grasshopper. No cap. I'm everywhere.
All right, man. We appreciate you for joining us, man. Make sure y'all give us a follow at This, That, and the Third interview series for more interviews and clips.
Shout out to This, That, and the Third.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
For even having me here.
Absolutely, bro. We glad to have you. Make sure y'all give me a follow at Stephen the Dream. That's STEPHENTHA Dream. Want to give a huge shout out to Creative Eye Visuals, TZ LaFleur, TZ Da Vinci behind the scenes, behind the camera, and Power 104 for house in the interview as well.
Yes, sir.
It's 2021, man. We're going up. Shout out to TJ as well,
shout
man.
out to TJ and
Real
the
official.
man that's behind the camera.
Oh, yeah, man. You know we going up all 2021, man. It's This, That, and the Third interview series. Stephen the Dream, Trapp Glizzy. We out.
Beautiful.